Hey guys, thanks for
Your
joining
journey from
me.
Chalum
Tonight is Sunday night
to
D&D.
the Castle of Rule
Hope you enjoy.
will take quite some time.
Oh, yes.
Were you going to stop off at Shaymore, Crestmore, and Wallermore again, as you had said you were going to? Or are you just getting out of Dodge?
I think get Dodge because it would take way too long to get to all of them.
I think we'd stop, but if there's no major things happening, just pass through.
Okay.
If there's something crazy like they're being attacked, then we'd stop and assist. If the people that were setting up the town managed to do something. If we hear about something like that, we'd stop. But otherwise...
What did I say?
Oh, does this mean we have to take the riverboat again?
Actually, if you go to Crestmore, you can probably charter a boat to Rule.
Would that be faster?
Than going on the road?
I'm assuming that would be faster.
Yeah.
Wait, charter our own boat?
No. Well, I mean, you could try to buy your own boat.
I don't think we
What
have
would
the
we
boat.
do with it after?
Yeah.
Well, there is a staff in the middle of the water that we need.
Right, I was about to say we do have to make a trip out into the middle of the water
but
check
then
out that staff
it'd
location.
probably be better just to rent a boat because, I mean, what the hell are we going to do with the boat when we're done with it? We have to pay to dock it somewhere. I don't want to pay a fee to have it docked to never use it again.
Right.
I don't know, 1092 might have a use for it afterwards. He'd be like, ooh, boat!
And then what?
Send 1092 out fishing.
He would probably try it.
Or drop him to the bottom of the ocean, make him be the lobster trap.
Just instant underneath the water, lobster, grab.
Or rent it out as a fisher's boat.
Buy it and then resell it.
Buy it and rent it.
Yeah, buy it and rent it.
Actually, that's not a bad thing to do.
Right. Get a little extra gold income if we
but that means
rent
we
it
would
out.
have to leave somebody in charge of renting the boat out because we're not going to be able to stay there and rent it and manage the business. You'd have to have somebody in charge.
We could ask somebody from the Moor to do it because, we just helped them out. Could you do, if we dock a boat here, could you manage a quick renting it out for us?
Well, let's see.
Oh, dear God. I didn't mean it.
No, I'm just looking at the price of boats.
Yeah, probably really, really, really expensive.
Depends on how big of a boat you want.
Anyway.
Who?
So, where do you guys want to go?
Well, what's the quickest way to Rule with all our stuff?
Horses and everything included.
The quickest way is the ocean. The ocean's the quickest way everywhere.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yay! Rick, who of course is a big gun guy. Hell yes!
This might not be something you like.
Feel it and really.
Yeah, she's not a hunting person, huh?
Well, if we go by the ocean, we can make a stop by that spot in the middle of the water. See if we can convince the captain to stop off there while we're passing by.
1092. If you're having a conversation with somebody out of game, please.
Oh, I thought I had my mic muted. I must have unmuted it. Sorry.
I'd say if if we travel by boat, we could make it stop and see if we can throw 1092 over the edge to see if we can have him check out down where the staff is supposed to be.
If the rope snaps, you know something went wrong.
Right.
How do you plan on getting him back up? Just the rope?
Yeah, exactly. Like haul him back up by a rope.
Attach me to the anchor. Let me climb. Hold on to the anchor. You drop the anchor.
Exactly.
I'll use it as an elevator. As you're pulling the anchor up, I'll just hold on to it.
Too bad our characters can't jump games. Our other characters have underwater breathing rings.
Oh my god. Stay in game, Jess.
Quick, let's go to a shop and buy one.
It'll be expensive.
Too bad I can't turn into animals with swimming speed.
Wait, you can't?
You can't?
You should be able to. You could turn into a, I believe, something like a piranha or something.
Not at this
Yeah.
level.
Aw, that sucks.
Tony, there isn't anything with a CR rating that he could turn into for swimming speed, like a fish of some kind.
The CR1, is that what you can do?
Yes.
Yeah, you could turn it into like a
I don't have
trout
the
or
monster
something
manual
swim
right in
down
front
there.
of me. However, my girlfriend's trying to put together a Christmas package for me that is the Roll20 resource book package.
You're not supposed to know that, Tony.
Yes, I am, because I'm the one that's supposed to ask my friends to help out if they want to.
Looking at the player's handbook, I have to be level 4 before I can turn into something with a swimming.
Right.
Look at you buying the player's handbook.
Everybody should.
Can't afford it.
All right. So, well, we could at least send 1092 down. Attach him to or drop the anchor down and have him climb up the anchor when.
Well,
when
all
he
I have to
wants
do is
come.
just sit on the anchor as
Right.
it's dropping, and
Eg-
then as
exactly.
you guys pull it up, sit on the anchor.
Right.
Then I'm pulled up and down.
And have him check the wreck or whatever it was. Like if there's a ton of sharks or something that he's gonna get beaten up by.
Please enchant me the all the hell before you send me down there. Give me like give me blessing, give me this, imbue weapon, this and this, everything.
Josh, not that I normally condone it, but there's 100,000 free PDFs of the book if you just look it up.
Oh, that's what I've been using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not going to spend money on a book I can just get for free online.
Are you asking
It's just good to have the reference material for leveling.
Oh, no, I definitely want it. That's a Christmas gift somebody can get me.
So are we traveling by boat then? And
You
try
can
to
travel
do
by
this
boat.
in
You
one
can
way?
travel by your horse cart. You can
Yeah.
travel any way you want, really.
I know. I was asking the part.
Wait, are we still trying to get back to the Kings?
Yes, we're just trying to
Yes,
figure out.
we
how
are
we wanna
traveling
do it.
back to the capital.
Well, what are we
going
going to do? If we do boat, are
method.
we getting a boat big enough to haul the horses and wagon?
Well, that's kind of how we would have to do it.
I would assume so.
That's going to be an expensive boat.
Well, we would only be renting passage rather than buying a boat.
Okay, so we decided against the buy-in. Good.
I believe so. Unless
For now.
anybody in the party, right? For right now, maybe later on.
Okay.
Tony, how much would a boat cost? Out of curiosity.
It depends on which one you'd want to get. You
Something
can
big
get
enough to
everything
haul
from-
a carriage.
Let me tell you what's available by book.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd figure something like that would be able to go onto the ocean.
There's a rowboat.
No.
There is a keel boat.
What is that?
Flat
Give me
bottom.
a second, and I'll put it up on Discord.
Okay.
Keel boat would be a flat bottom that can go on.
It's a river.
Yeah, it's
But
mainly
they're
used for
riverboat, but they
rivers.
also go on the ocean.
But not deep ocean. They would not do well on
You can-
open.
Right. They keep near the coast.
They're basically just little cargo ships.
On Discord, you'll see.
Although if we were using a lot of
Oh,
river travel, that would be very useful.
are we going to be doing a lot of river
Next one
travel?
up would be- Next one up would be your typical long ship, and that would be your Viking ship,
Okay.
which can carry horses. The Vikings did, but
Probably not the wagon.
wagon will be a different story. Then you have your sailing ship.
Which I'm assuming is basically a small sloop.
Well, no, because then there's the warship and the galley. So a sailing ship would be more like your two-masted.
Wait, they don't have a sloop?
How much would a sailing ship cost, out of curiosity?
10,000 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
And as reward,
So-
can we actually have a boat?
So for right now, we will definitely wait on buying the boat, but we'll definitely look at renting passage to get back to the capital for right now.
Isn't there a river? Wait, isn't there a river to the capital? I forget.
Yeah, but it doesn't lead all the way to where we are. We'd have to travel by foot for quite a ways. And it doesn't lead all the way up to the capital either, so we'd have to
How much longer
disembark.
would it take to travel by foot and horse than by river?
To travel by foot,
Or horse, the horse cart thing.
I would say it's probably going to take you. Well, I mean, you've been on the road for months, and you're just basically backtracking.
Yeah. But instead of
River,
doing,
once you get north of Wallermore, if you take the river up to San Juan, well, the river doesn't exactly go to San Juan, but you can take the river up to about San Juan. But you're going to be sailing against the current.
that'd probably take a while.
Right, which is why
It'll
we were
still be
looking at
faster
doing
than
the faster
walking,
option.
It's still going to take a couple of weeks. Sailing, well, it's going to take more than a couple of weeks. Sailing by ship on the ocean will take a couple of weeks. And from
Right.
San Juan, once you get off the river to San Juan, you'll be going through the wilderness up to Rule.
Where is Rule on the map?
Way up in the top right.
Way, way up.
That
Way-
highest little dot all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, are we looking at taking the boat then by ocean to make the fastest trip?
I vote for the boat.
Yeah, why not?
Boop.
Okay. Tony, how much will it cost us to book passage for the 6 of us
And 2 horses.
and the 2
The horses and the
cart?
For the people, I'm going to say 2 weeks sailing trip if the wind is good.
And offering our services to the captain as additional help if need be, guards for against pirates or giant fish
With tentacle things that apparently attack boats.
God, I forgot about that. We sure we
Tony.
want to do this again?
What are we talking about?
Basically saying that we would be offering our services to the captain as guards against possible pirates or giant tentacled fish. Tony.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And we'd be offering our services to help out if need be.
Okay.
If he needs rowers or something like that along the way, we'd be willing to help out with him.
Let me.
And looking for the price tag total after offering that.
So, he tells you that, he's been sailing the coastline for quite a while. And if he stays close to the coast on the sailing ship you guys are on, then he wouldn't need any guard. For each of you, for a 2-week trip plus supplies to keep you alive, he is going to charge 20 gold pieces.
Total or each?
Each.
Okay.
For the horses, because he also has to keep them alive,
Say that
he's
again.
going to charge. He also has to have room in his ship to carry them, and he has to have it kind of specialized.
Okay, just put them outside.
So that's going to be 50
of the
gold
room
apiece.
and go back to bed.
Holy shit.
And the cart is 25 gold as just cargo.
Okay, so we're looking at 25 gold for the cart.
Wait, how many horses do we have again?
You have 2. You have one that you're riding and one that's pulling the carriage.
Okay, I'll
You
subtract
have
7.
basically a covered wagon.
I'll subtract 70 from mine for me and my horse.
And I'll cover the price of the cart as well as myself.
So someone just has to cover the other horse.
Okay, I told you to put it into the hallway. Just
Why are they up?
Abby, just throw it away. Go back to bed.
What does she have?
And Luna broke the wand, apparently.
Seriously? That was for her Halloween
seriously.
costume.
I know, but whatever. Anyway,
1092, Grandius,
Dane, anybody?
Dane, Victor. Does anybody else have any input
Is Dane back yet?
here? Might not be.
Oh, okay.
go back to bed, Abby.
20 gold is most of the gold that I.
For a second, my mom forgot her.
Yeah, Kieran hasn't been with us long. He doesn't have much yet.
Right.
Karen, how much gold do you have?
28.
If you want
So
to do
just
8,
paying-
I will cover the rest.
He still has to pay for himself, though, Dev. Paying
I know.
for himself is going to take all of his
Oh,
money
my
almost.
mute. My muted.
No,
my
no,
question mic is
I'm
muted, so
saying,
I'll
I'm
pay
saying,
I'm paying for the. I'll pay for the
Horse?
the kid, the druid. I'm paying for the
Kieran?
Yeah.
Victor?
Oh, okay. I was just offering to pay.
Who's paying for the
Victor.
other horse?
druid.
How-
Druid, I'll pay for it. How much is it?
The
Two
horse
people
is
and a horse. How much
50.
is that in total?
2 people and a horse is 20, 40 plus 50,
90.
90.
All right. 2.
And you said it was 20 for
Yeah,
the.
got it.
20 for me and
20.
then 25 for right?
Yep.
25 for the cart.
Okay. So I subtracted
right.
45.
Okay.
Me, the druid and the horse are paid for.
Thank you.
Groovy.
This is exchange for me being able to ride a T-Rex eventually.
Oh my
I kind of
god.
figured.
He's sucking up to it
Eventually, I will ride a T-Rex.
now. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
So
would.
I'm gonna say you're at Crestmore,
Yep.
and the ship leaves in 2 hours,
Okay.
Okay.
whether you're on it or not.
Okay. I would check around town to see if Crestmore is the one that was out on the water, right?
Do you not
Yes.
hear all the
Yes.
screaming
No,
going
I-
on?
Crestmore
Yes,
is
I
the one-
hear
the
it.
one
I'm
more
going to
that
check on
doesn't
it in a
have
minute.
ship.
Right. So I would check in.
I got
with
it. I gotta
the-
get food anyway.
Okay. I would check in with the mayor to see if anything has happened in the area that he was concerned with before we load up.
I don't remember him being concerned with an area.
No. Like being that something happened up north earlier with the people building the township. I would check in with the mayor to see if anything had happened in the area that he was concerned with in his area.
That was Shaymore that had the concern.
Right, which is why I'm checking in with him to see if anything has happened in his area that he is concerned with.
No.
Okay. Anything else anybody needed to check with?
I don't want to miss the boat.
Right.
No. Let's see. How many?
Did he just say dumb?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Dane?
Actually,
May not be back yet.
Actually, how much would a bundle of arrows? Because I have a longbow I haven't used. How much would a bundle of arrows be?
I want to say it's something like a silver, if I remember right.
Great, I'm turning into
An arrow comes in a thing of 20 and costs that much money. Hang on. Oh, what's the use of being a witch if you don't use witchcraft, eh? Costs 1 gold piece for a quiver of 20.
So you're buying a thing of arrows, yes?
$10.92.
Oh,
Hello.
God damn it. Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I hate this damn thing. Yes, I'm buying 2 and keeping one in the one of the bundles in the or one of the quivers in the cart.
Okay.
Excellent thought to use to Domino.
I keep hitting this damn mute button. I hate it.
It happens. It's okay. So then, unless anybody else needs to do anything in town, I believe we would load up on the boat.
Is Grandius not here yet?
Grandia said something about mom and something and hasn't done yet, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And then off he went.
I just said no.
Oh, there he is.
Hey!
What? Does the mic not work?
No, we haven't. I haven't heard you say a word yet. Besides now.
I said words. I guess they weren't gone through.
Hi, words.
Yeah, I was saying that I had to go get my mother's phone real quick, so I'll be right back. And then I got back, so it's essentially all I said.
Okay.
All good.
So, Grandius, do you need to do anything in town then before we load up on the boat?
I'm good.
Okay. Then I believe we are all loading on. Tony, does anything happen along the way up the coast? I believe we wanted to try and make a stop on the map where the X is shown in the water for the staff. But
are you chartering? Are you chartering for that, or are you?
No, we say anything about that one.
Yeah, we would be chartering to go to the capital, but we would ask the captain about making a stop off along the way.
That's going to cost extra.
Yes.
I figured it might, but I was going to ask as we make our passage.
Oh, I did not mean to open that. I was trying to open something else.
Okay, so if you want the ship to go out and stop somewhere so that you can make an expedition down to the bottom of the ocean,
Yep.
I thought we were going
that's
to do
going
this.
to
for
cost you, because he's going to have to maintain his ship and his people for an extended period of time, plus go further out than he intended.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a smart idea right now.
I'm just checking a price tag to figure out if this is something that we can manage along our way to the capital.
That's going to run you an extra 500 gold.
500.
Jesus.
Okay. So we might need to wait on that a little bit longer, but
I figured that's what we would be doing anyways.
right, we figure we'll need to charter a boat at some point to go out there, so we might as well check to see what price tag we're looking at.
Well, the reason it's so high is because your original charter was to go
along the coastline, right?
Along the coastline to the capital.
Right. So then, if it would cost an extra 500, we'd just be sticking to the coastline then.
Okay.
I didn't think we were planning to do that anyway. Right now.
Right.
Anyway.
So then, does anything happen along the way to the capital?
Don't rush me. As you are boarding the boat, there is a ruckus.
All right, I'm back.
There is a fungus among us.
Quick, decontaminate everyone.
Right.
With a fart, apparently.
Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2, 5.
Shut up more.
Okay, I need to quote that one.
DM's gonna stick something on you.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What?
I am going to quote "Shut up more."
All right, I'm just fixing something here. There is a ruckus happening at the docks.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to leave or coming in out in.
No, as we're leaving.
As you're leaving.
As we're loading onto the boat.
Let me get this going here.
Oh.
I apologize. I had forgotten to upload the map ahead of time. And I just realized that, so I'm trying to upload today's map. Where did it go?
I was gonna say if uploading would take quite a while, we could
It
draw
doesn't.
something.
It takes a matter of seconds.
Okay. I was gonna say we could draw something if that'd be easier.
No. Like I say, it takes a matter of seconds. I just have to find out where the hell it went. Hello, computer. Oh, there it is. That's so cute. Righteous. Okay, bangarang. Oh, that's not going to work. I need to be on the right layer. Maps and backgrounds. Because otherwise, it'll think that the map is a token. The map is not a player. Amok.
Now I'm imagining fighting some massive battle on the back of a map that's actually a
creature of some sort.
Okay, so the squares aren't going to match up.
That's fine.
When do they ever?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, let's see. Where are you guys? You guys are here at the arena. And I need to go to tokens. Oh, these guys don't go with you. Those are the champions. My friends. Control C. That's Shift C. I don't know what I just did.
Shift C. Shift C doesn't really do much to my knowledge.
No, I wouldn't. Put a capital C on your page.
Woohoo! I like capital letters. So this makes things look awful small. So I need to make the map bigger. God, I should have done this like years ago.
I don't know.
Do you want me to come over there?
Yes, I would love to.
Every 2 seconds, Austin just goes, "Huh."
Ooh, big squares. Ooh, little squares.
Yay. Okay. Make it bigger.
Yay! Squares going out.
That's what she said.
Why is that funny?
I don't know.
Are we going for like a level 3 total party kill?
Yes, I'm trying to create the Balrog that's going to kill all of them. Hey, you know,
Awesome.
everybody's wanted to die from a Balrog of Morgoth ever since Lord of the Rings.
I don't recall ever saying I wanted to die.
Do we get Gandalf's cool red?
Well, he leveled. Motherfucker leveled. Nobody believes me.
It's definitely an interesting take.
I mean, he did kill it.
He killed it and then became Gandalf the White. He fucking leveled.
Yeah. He killed the Balrog for the XP and the crazy good items.
Yeah, why do you think he made everybody else run away?
Well, if I remember right, there is a thing in the deck of many that that says you have to kill the next creature by yourself.
You have
The-
to,
the
it's
next
not the
encounter.
next creature, it's like the next...
The reason that Ganondorf there made everybody else run away.
Ganondorf.
Look at it.
Ganondorf.
Look at how long it takes him to turn around. He knew the Balrog had the whip. He knew what was going to happen. You know, he XP stole, man. He held all the XP for himself. It got to like level fucking 19. Yeah.
No, he was level 20 and we know it.
Bitch took all the XP for that shit.
Wow. What are we looking at?
I don't know.
You're looking at whatever you want to look at right now.
Tony's working on the map for us.
I'm
but-
talking about all the squares.
Yeah,
I was
no,
thinking
that was
squares.
just that was just I think 1092 messing around.
That was me making squares.
Wow.
Do you have the map? Do you guys see
Yep, I see
Yes,
it.
we do.
We got a map.
Yep.
it? Wunderbar. I am so happy. It makes me feel like a million people.
A million people.
That must be a lot of talking going on in your head.
All the time.
Okay, this map is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes over too.
Alright. Oh Jesus. Tony, I drew on the
Stop
map. by
drawing on the
accident.
map. That's my
Damn
job.
it!
No, I meant to pan the map, and I forgot that I had the freehand selected because I
He
was
was gonna draw too.
I was gonna start drawing, but then Tony loaded up the new map. So
Oh shit. Shit.
Man, the boat we're going on has harpoons.
Oh boy. That means
That's-
something's gonna attack us.
I want to go on harpoon. Oh god, it's dark now.
It
All I
used to be
see
just
is
for a
me and-
second.
it got very
oh,
dark.
Crap! Someone dimmed the light. Someone dimmed the sun. Follow. What did you do this time?
It wasn't me.
Really
I
mad.
swear.
Carlo, did you cast darkness?
I swear it wasn't me. I did not kill the sun.
Bullshit. I want you to roll for wild magic.
So long as nobody rolls insight, we're good.
All right, hold on. I gotta try this now.
Okay, that number.
I don't know shit.
Oh.
Rolls for insight. I don't know shit.
Doesn't Riccardo have to roll deception though?
Oh yeah, there. Roll deception. They will try it. Just start
Oh god.
loading the musket while looking at Riccardo. Just light the sun back up. That's a nervous laughter. That's the funnier thing. That's nervous laughter. The Warforged defeat is threatening to beat him up, and yet he's having nervous laughter.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh shit.
What you see
Is absolutely nothing.
when I get to it,
Oh,
Master Robin.
oh god.
I'm a master? Woohoo! Master of the house. Da-da-da-da-da. Sorry.
Is it worth my shit?
I haven't laughed that
Come for
hard
the
in a
philosopher.
while.
Is it worth my spit? Come for the philosopher and lifelong shit. Come on. Work with me here.
Carlo. You broke the sun. Can I roll the punch for Carlo in the darkness?
Oh my
In the
god.
darkness.
You don't have
me.
you don't have blind
I'm right
fighting.
next to
It's
you.
gonna
Please
miss.
Not try.
You don't have blind fighting. It's gonna miss.
Not necessarily. Oh wait, I can see part of the map.
Yay!
I can see below.
I can see the bottom half of the map. Oh, there we go.
Evil.
I can see us.
Carlo, I am standing right next to you. Get over here.
I look. I turned the lights back on.
I don't see light on that section of the section of the world. Turn it back on. All right, never mind.
There we go. It's back. It's back.
You're fine for now.
Oh god.
Part of me actually wanted to roll.
There's still there we go. I was gonna say there's still one section at the top that wasn't lit, but we're good now.
Wanted to partially roll the punch for Carlo.
Oh god. Shit. It's been a
Okay.
while since I laughed that hard.
It sounded like you were desperate not to get hit.
I'm gonna put you guys.
Wizard squishy.
Wizard squishy on melee. Ah, look, he's still putting me next to you. Watch yourself, Carlo.
Roughly around there, just to get you guys on the map.
Okay.
And
Try on the Carlo.
your stuff is already on the boat and it's getting ready to leave.
Lahiv.
But what you see coming through, pushing through people, and then lining up in front of you.
No!
Jasmine, can you mute your mic when you eat, please?
There are gnolls.
Oh shit. I figured it'd be the horse thieves or something.
Well, looky. Who do we have here?
They're up to no good.
The Carlo.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. No.
Does
Yes.
17 beat your armor class?
Maybe.
15
Why?
points of damage.
DM
No. No.
That's a lot of gnolls.
Oh.
and the Knolls say, or one of them does, points at you and says,
Who's he pointing at?
he points at you guys,
Mm.
all of you,
Oh.
basically, and says, basically, you not get wet staff.
Oh shiznit.
Wet staff hours. Wet staff belongs to boss. You die now.
Interesting.
Let's kill him.
Recalo
That's a lot of
will
notes.
Recalo will announce leave one alive.
Alrighty then.
I mean, the ship's about to leave. Can't we just flee to it?
Does your ship have a cannon?
The ship is
The
going
ship
to
has
leave without us
harpoons.
if we're not on it, and we already paid. So we should get on the ship and fight them as they try to get on it.
I like that plan.
How long until the boat leaves?
Yeah. You know, it was supposed to roll out in 2 hours. You did about maybe 15 minutes worth of stuff.
Okay, so we have plenty.
Okay, so we have time.
Hey, how did I get a 21?
All right.
I don't know, but did you? There you go.
You rolled a 19.
Plus one.
Wait, I have a +2 for my initiative?
It's Dex.
I got a 4.
Oh.
I forget. The high
Wow.
numbers or low numbers get us better in the
High.
initiative. High numbers is better. Okay.
Either one.
I mean, I got a 3.
As
Yay,
a
I'm not gonna be the
cleric, I
last
think
one.
having lower is better because I get to
Ooh.
heal people that took damage.
This is true.
Okay, Mr. Emperor, let's calm down.
Beware the laughing
Wow.
DM.
No, that's me.
That wasn't the DM.
That was 1092.
Oh,
1092 is overconfident.
No, I just see a chance I can try out something.
oh God.
Not gonna work.
Everyone can hear singing behind them in Dwarvish.
Dane, you're back.
Hey. Hey there, Delilah.
Just in time for battle.
Yes.
Hi, puppy.
Break out
ma'am.
Delilah.
Yes, sir.
Hi, puppy.
So Dane, quick catch up. We're renting a boat. We're going out around to get to the capital. Using the shallows along the coastline to get up there. And as we're getting ready to load onto the boats, a whole bunch of gnolls show up on the dock and tell us that the wet staff is not going to be ours. It belongs to their boss. And that we are going to die now. So we are about to
Wait.
fight
What staff?
the
Wet
wet staff.
staff.
My assumption right now is that they are referring to the staff of water, I believe it was, that was out in the middle of the ocean. The one that I had been asking our captain of the boat if we could make a stop off along the way to the capital to get, but it was going to cost us an extra 500 gold to go out that way.
In other words, Devin spilled the beans that we were going after a staff, and they found out, and now they're trying to kill us.
Oh.
No, I had pointed on a map to ask the captain if we could go out there. I didn't.
How did they know we're
You
looking
never
for the
said
staff?
why.
Oh, okay.
Right. I didn't say why.
I was taking care of
asking the
children for
captain
that
about
part,
going
so
out
I
that
didn't
way.
hear.
So we are about to fight these gnolls, and I announced to the party, leave one alive. And then we are about to be attacked. We were all rolling initiative.
Hey, Tony, out of curiosity, we have not completed enough milestones for level 4, correct?
Not yet.
Okay.
Noel, number 1, goes first. And is going to attack the nearest person to it, which is Zyra.
Oh no, Zyra!
Of course, the squishy one.
I
Hey,
rolled a 5.
That doesn't hit.
1092.
I'm gonna
Hey.
try something.
What's up, Dave?
Do you have solid track of which ones 1 through what?
What do you mean, the Knolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go over if I mouse over the turn order, there's a little yellow highlight that highlights the square of the knoll it's representing.
Good.
Okay.
Also,
Very
if
cool.
I highlight over the knoll, it tells me on the turn order. If I make the turn order big enough, it'll tell me on the turn order who is who.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. No, I don't
'Cause-
have to name them or number them to keep track. It's all
That
done
is
via
actually
highlighting.
really cool.
Okay, real quick, Tony. Looking around, this is like warehouses, right? On
The
the
big house,
box.
yeah, that's warehouses. There's a small tavern right here.
Okay.
Number 2 there, or number 11, I
Right.
mean,
Would
is a small tavern.
Okay.
It's just a bar with some places to eat.
Yep.
Oh no, you just said bar.
Yeah, just
We're in a
I'm trying to follow
fight.
that.
I'm
This
thinking
is
of
a
the fight
small,
first.
This is the dockman's house. The dock watcher.
Yep.
This is a small storehouse. And this is a warehouse.
Okay.
The ship up here, number 10, the shipwreck. Does exist. Everything on this map exists, including number 7, 8, and 9 in that little cave in there.
But that's not something that we know about. It's just
No,
on the map.
well, it's not something that is of concern right now.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna use my musket, but I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try the piercing shot.
I never like when he's gonna try
So
something.
you're gonna try and go through one and get to the other.
Yep. That's what
Is
the
that how it
piercing shot.
works?
That's what one of the things I can learn is.
Okay.
It's right there. When making a firearm attack against a creature, you use 1 grit point, which I only have 1 of, so.
Make your roll.
All right. Black put. No, well, that probably doesn't do shit.
And 11 does not hit.
Okay.
You took too much time aiming to line up 2 opponents.
Oh no! Hang on a second. I might have done something backwards. I did. Oh no!
Oh, it's nose.
Take me a second to fix. The Knolls. I have their hit points as their AC, and their AC as their hit points.
Oh.
I'm assuming 11 still's not a hit.
No, it isn't. But I'm just gonna fix that one.
Damn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
When you make an attack.
delete.
Well, I didn't make. Oh. Hey, my fire apparently destroyed all of them. Woohoo!
Control C. Control V. Control V. Control V. I think.
Hey Dev,
there.
check your messenger really quick.
My messenger. Okay.
And
You
now
just
they all-
effectively lost all their initiatives.
Yeah, I know. But I know that there was it went null.
Oh god, I was about to
Yeah,
say.
it was Noel, and then the first of our party, and then 3 more Knolls. And then I didn't look.
Kieran
further
was
down.
last, I remember
I'm
that.
just gonna re-roll them anyway.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute, I've got their rolls up here. So 19. I know he is. One of them had a 21.
Yeah,
And
that was
The one you said Null 1 had 21.
Yeah, so this guy has 21. Okay, and then there were 19, 15, 14, 5, 19, 5. Okay. So, add turn. 19. Add turn. 15. If I don't hit add turn, then I can't keep track of them. 14. That's how the yellow boxes show up over them. 5. Add turn. There's another 19. And 5. This guy apparently doesn't exist. Okay. Whoops. Descending order. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 1092. Yeah, it
All right.
randomizes who goes first. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I can move them.
Yay.
Well, I apparently missed mine anyway, so.
Right.
You missed, and so did the first one that tried to hit Zyra missed.
If this is going to be a match of just misses,
Gone. This Noel's going to go.
Welcome to the
This
tournament.
Noel is this guy. And he is going to go up against Grondius. Was it 8?
Our gladiator
No.
combat was like a game of horseshoes.
Yeah. This Noel's
That was
gonna
fun,
go
though.
to this guy. And
That
he's
was
gonna
very
go after
fun.
Ricalo with a 9.
wow, we all suck.
This Noel's gonna go. Wait.
Question: what are they attacking us with? Like, are they trying to do melee?
Why is this guy in twice?
Your dog is
One
begging.
of them was not deleted because one was the original one you copied from.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep, I fixed it. So this guy is the one that went after Ricalo and missed. And now it should be, let's see, 1, 1092, Null.
So what are they attacking us with?
Right now they're attacking you with longbows. They're shooting at you with
Longbows?
longbows.
All of them, or just a couple?
Everyone that has attacked you so far.
Okay.
Dog, you can't come up and stay with me all night. I'm playing the D&Ds. You need to go out. This is a bad time.
Now you know how Dane feels.
Yeah, but I'm the DM.
If the puppy needs to go, puppy needs to go.
Puppy takes 20 minutes
Ooh.
because he's afraid of pooping.
My dog would only poop if he was choking himself out.
Yeah. No, he wants to come up on me and sleep. He is trying to sleep on my chest.
Aww.
Anyway, that's the end of the Noel's turn because the last Noel missed. Now it is Dane's turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack that Knoll.
Okay. Stop licking my shirt.
15.
15's a hit.
16 damage.
For 16 damage.
Holy crap.
God damn.
Damn, Delilah.
That's a heavy hit. Definitely hurt him.
But I don't
All
like
right.
where he is
Hold on.
currently because if he's right there, he can get hit.
Okay.
I'm going to action surge
Okay.
to hit this one.
Alrighty.
Damn, Delilah.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, go ahead and
Nice.
damage.
Very
Attaboy.
nice.
Holy shit.
16, and then take away 8 more.
Oh my god, you just
Yeah.
killed me.
They couldn't do the math for you. That's stupid.
Well, just in case it's not a crit, it does the
You
separate.
just unkilled 2 gnolls right off the bat.
Oh my word.
No, one's still alive. And he's
okay.
within melee range, which means that he cannot use a bow without firing at disadvantage.
Oh, all right.
And it's gonna take him a turn to switch.
So he just did 16 damage to one and then 24 damage to the other.
Yep.
Holy shiznit.
I think Dane broke the game.
Just saying, Dane, this is why I knew I was going to lose against you. Just saying.
I was fair. I was fair in that fight. I did not fight you with a shield.
He even offered not to fight. He even offered not to fight with Delilah, and you told him to.
Yeah.
Right, but if I didn't fight with Delilah, I would have used a shield. That was the balance.
Well,
my shield is +4 to AC.
Hey, don't forget that I made him use almost all of his magic. You know.
You did. You did good. Oh, that was a 19 critical too.
Yes, it was.
He got a 19 critical +3 +1 +2. Jesus.
And he is going to switch to his spear.
Yeah, +3 for strength, +1 for magical weapon, +2 for proficiency.
Oh yeah, because it's a magical.
Does a 13 hit your AC? No, it does not.
Oh.
Ricalo, you are fine. It just missed you.
Okay.
Zyra, turn yours.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot at. Let's see, my turn order is in the way.
I would back you. I would get the back the fuck up first.
I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
21.
That's a hit. I'm sorry, which one? This guy?
Nope, the one next to this one over here.
Gotcha.
Yep. So doing 10.
10.
Yep.
Take it.
Max damage.
And I'm gonna take a second shot. Same one.
Yep.
8, probably miss.
8 does miss.
Okay, and I'll back here just a tad. There we go. Okay.
Okay, Grandius the Great, you're going.
Go, Grandius, go.
All right. So I am going to probably let's see here. Oh, that's 1092 sheet. Okay, never mind. I thought I had no spells for no.
Heard that, Tony.
It's a good song.
Has anyone seen the stats for Florida Man?
You got your invisible wand.
Stats
Say
for
again?
what?
There's a character somebody created called Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Grandius, what are you doing, buddy?
I am going to make the spiritual weapon, and it is going to be right there.
And what was your spiritual weapon again?
Is it going to be a frying pan?
It's gonna be a frying pan.
Okay, let me find it. Oh noes! Where's the frying pan token?
Oh my god. Devin, you're
I got
crunching.
one specifically for this. It's got to be in here. Sword, knoll, covered wagon, eagle, ogre, undead, blue-skinned elf, lady, blue-skinned elf, cavern, wilderness, map, cave, barmaid, tavern, another map, Paylor, little dude, the drunk duck inn, bandit captain.
Wait,
and
do you really
bandit
have a
knight.
token for Paylor?
Yeah.
Oh,
The sun.
sweet.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Where the hell?
Thought we were gonna get to fight God.
I would have the most conflicting issues about that one.
He's your god?
Unless if it's like just a duplicate, in which case if there was a duplicate like trying to pretend it's him, I would beat the shit out of him.
True.
Nobody impersonates God.
Any chance that can happen?
That is a possibility. You never know with the D&D.
I got a packet of things and I can't find them. Oh. Tokens. Okay, that's making me mad. I
posted photos of the screenshots I took of the Florida Man stats to the D&D group on Facebook.
Do you want to just make a sword instead? Make it easier?
Well, I'm just going to put this out there, but I had a frying pan because you made it one last time, and I don't know where it is.
It's over here. There we go.
Hang on. I'll make it so that you can use it. Who are you? Grandius. And me. There you go.
Yep. I'll move right up here and attack the one right next to me.
Yep.
And does that count as flanking, considering Rakala's right there?
Yes, it does.
All right. 5 damage.
5 damage.
Hey, Dane, I want to see you take on the spiritual weapon.
The spiritual weapons have.
One question before I end my turn. The spiritual weapon gives flanking, right? We judged that last time.
Yes.
Yes, because it's a threat.
Okay. And I pass the turn after that.
Groovular.
Yeah, because I have to wait until next turn to swing with it.
Yeah. That would make it another Noel's turn.
What do you want, dog?
Love me, Daddy. Love me.
I think it takes a 22.
Yep. And with a spear, take.
Seriously? Dog, go.
6.
My dog is repetitively pawing at my foot, trying to get me to chase her around the living room.
Doggy doggo.
Oh, for heaven's sake, get in there. Oh.
That's what she said.
I was about to say the same thing.
I've been watching a lot of The Office. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's all right. I was gonna say giggity.
What, puppy?
Dog.
What is it, puppy? Hang on a second. I have to refresh.
Hey, hi Tony.
Hello.
I gotta move my turn over. It was turn order. It was over the top of your camera. There we go.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to refresh. Anyway, Dane Frostbeard, take 6, please.
Eat a face attack.
6 damage.
Yes.
What?
I'm reading his Florida Man thing.
Oh.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
Math trick work.
Easy, puppy. Good to the kiss. Good to the kiss.
Wait, what? Why is there a picture of Ganondorf in the chat?
Because he said Ganondorf instead of Gandalf.
Oh.
Next up is Ricalo.
Okay.
That's funny.
I gotta get out of the Discord thing. Anyway, I am using a magic missile. I just gotta open up my chat. There we go. And blasting the ones in front of me. The first 2 missiles I send out would be the one in front of me. Here. Okay, apparently I'm on the wrong one. Anyway, the one in front. Yes, I had the wrong thing selected for my hand. Anyway, yes, the one here would be taking the first 2 hits, and then I'd send the third one behind the sword, floating, and hit this one.
Because you're using a ranged attack spell or a spell attack at all, he gets a free swipe.
Yep.
So he's kicking me. He's dreaming. 17.
17, I believe, hits. If I remember right, my AC was 15, if I remember right. Yep, 15. 6. I take 6.
Yep.
Okay. Knock it off.
All right, and after that, Ricalo is Victor.
I'm going to wild shape into a dire wolf. Is that going to provoke an attack of opportunity?
No, but it will have Zyra trying to breed you.
Oh my god, Devin.
That's creepy.
Not when the kids are in the house.
Oh,
Oh, she's too loud.
my god, Dave. Is this just gonna keep coming up tonight? Seriously?
Hashtag references.
Devin said that
At
because in our other campaign on Friday nights, I breed dire wolves.
Listen, so I'm going to try to keep it to only referencing things from the current campaign based on what was said from the beginning to. So if it's like next week, I'm going to try to only make references to stuff that was discussed that night.
So that means you're gonna reference it every night.
Well, no, I'm waiting for you guys to bring up stuff for me to draw back to.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to make a bite attack again.
Yep.
Jazz, I just left the puppy outside, so remind me in like 5 minutes to let her back in.
Okay.
But I have advantage, right?
Where the hell are you?
He's right
yes.
next to everybody.
18 is a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
11?
Well,
that's
that
not
was
damage.
that was for advantage.
Oh, okay. Yep. Ricalo or Zyra get
What's
together with him at some point and help him make macros
Okay.
so that he can use his character sheet and not roll using the dice roller.
So it takes 8 damage and then has to make a DC 13 strength.
Saving throw?
Yes, please.
What are its good saving throws?
It specifies strength.
I know, but I'm just seeing what I'm adding.
Oh, okay.
13.
So that's
You are the perfect size puppy
Meets
for
beats.
like evil genius cosplay.
cool.
Oh my god.
Does the direwolf have multi-attack?
No.
You really should be on the floor. You're up here because you're spoiled. I'm gonna be putting you down in a minute. Rest
looks
assured.
My
like
dog
he's
is currently
sleeping.
laying between me and the arm of the chair.
Yeah.
Half in the chair.
I have no feeling that this is going to end up being a lap dog.
Well, yeah, it's little. All little dogs are lap dogs, and
Aurora thinks she's a
and
lap
most
dog.
big dogs think they are.
Yeah, the
That's my
big
turn.
dogs always think they are.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be, and we don't care because we kind of want a lap dog. Is that it? I'm attempting. Nope, that's not it. That's a space station. Aww.
That's all it took. If I take his picture, he moves.
All right, back to the top with the top knoll.
His nose.
Yeah, he turned around to look at me when I went to take the picture.
That's a 7 against Dane. That's a miss.
It's a very cute nose.
And 1092, it's your turn.
It was
Dane,
pink when he was a
using
puppy.
Spear
All right.
as a melee weapon, so there's no attack of opportunity. Just to let you know.
Now, Dane, you look like you're having fun over there.
Yeah, 1092, your turn.
Dane looks like he's having fun over here, so I'm gonna come over here. And the one that, decided to try attacking him in the back or whatever, this guy. I'm gonna bring both weapons down.
Was that this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger that. Go ahead.
All right, Warhammer. I fucked that up.
Oh,
26.
yeah.
Yeah.
Deal damage.
Oh wait, no,
Oh,
wait,
wait.
hold on. It's advantage.
He gets
it's 26
advantage.
because I'm next to.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
flanking.
that's right. So
Flanking.
Thank God! I just someone.
Good
Damage
thing you went for the
to
no
the other guy.
over there. If you didn't, oh boy.
All right. Damage for that one.
12.
That was the Warhammer, and then you're saying, hey!
Nice. Wait, do you get advantage on that one?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's on every hit.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it
Oh,
was only
16.
advantage on the first one, if the offhand would be something different.
He has 2 weapon fighting,
Okay.
which cancels the offhand penalty.
Got you.
Sorry, Dane. Looked like you needed some help.
Much appreciated.
All
I
right.
forgot he had an accent. You
No.
haven't used it in so long.
I haven't been talking that much.
Noel is going to go against 1092. 16.
Nope.
Next, Noel is going to go up against Grandius. 8.
A swing and a miss.
These gnolls are not very good at fighting.
Don't
Is going to go up against
just
1092.
shush. Let them suck.
Never say that. Never.
Don't-
13.
Don't jinx us.
Now Dane.
Okay.
Go Dane.
I'm gonna
Go
go
Dane.
after the one that's next to me. 9 misses.
9 misses.
And it's gonna have to be
Yeah, you already used action surge.
I did.
All right. this Knoll up against Ricalo. 12, which is a miss. Zyra.
I hope these Knolls are not getting paid a lot because they're not very well.
All right, I'm taking a shot at this one that's right next to Dane.
I think you hope they do, so we can rob.
26. Crit.
You're going through a
Whoa.
building there.
Holy mother.
What?
You don't have line of sight.
Oh, okay, then the one next to 1092 then. I thought I had it, but
She does actually have line of sight.
Oh. Okay, yep.
okay.
I don't have that measuring tool.
I
You
rolled
don't
a
have-
26.
Ooh, crit.
Yeah, that's
Critted.
it. 2 damage.
Crit 6. Did more damage with a non-crit.
Well, you also rolled minimal on both your dice.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Wow, that
Well,
sucks.
at least it killed him.
All right.
And she had an
And
arrow
I have a
that hit him.
second shot. I'm gonna take at this one.
All right.
10. And I'm gonna stay where I
Okay.
am.
That's you, Grondius. The Great.
Alright. So I'm gonna have me and Dishwood, and we're gonna go after the one that just went after me. I'm assuming Ricalo can probably
Schwartz?
finish off the one with like
You and
0
the
hit points.
Schwartz.
I am hoping so. Yes.
That one is the one I'm attacking.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we need to leave one alive.
Yeah, which one we keep?
Yes.
That one right in front of the color right there is like 1 HP.
Sorry, folks. I've been up
Well,
since yesterday.
I actually can't see his
He's got like 1 HP. He's not dead. He's got like a sliver.
sliver. Okay.
Who?
The one. right
The one that's in front of me.
Yeah, he's looking real hurt.
All right.
Whoever makes
8 and a 5 on the one I just
And a
That
5.
one.
I would probably take that one alive or something.
Okay.
We still up?
Yes, yes.
Alright, then I'll end my turn there.
All right. Next, Gnoll, provided he's alive.
Nope.
Isn't.
He got 2 things in the back.
Ricalo.
Going back around to me. We've taken down a lot of them, so
gonna
I'm
put you
gonna
back in your-
skip doing
your,
that. But
Bed, okay.
You could honestly just bop the one in the front of you in the head, and you'd pass out.
well, no, I'm
Take your staff and just boink.
nah. I'm gonna do the magic. Gonna send one at the one in front of me. The other 2 will go at the one over here probably. Or no, I think it hit this one over here then.
His free hit misses, so you're gonna hit this guy here with 1 missile.
I only did 2 rolls. My bad. I was supposed to do a third one. And there we go.
Okay. So he gets a free hit on you. He misses.
Right. Yep.
And he takes 4 and
Yep.
drops.
And
Who
then,
else is getting hit?
I was gonna zap 1 to him and then 1 to him.
Okay.
Crap, which one do I keep alive?
Okay. Victor.
Does the sword count in terms of like advantage on rolls because of?
It does.
Then I will move behind the that's still up.
Okay. Where to?
Just that.
Gotcha.
And then I'll attack.
Okay, go right ahead. That's a
Smacking the shit out of him. All right.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Rolled again, see if you crit though.
No crit.
No crit, but nicely done.
Thank you.
Well, he rolled max damage on. He did.
Yes, they are dropping like knolls.
Eh.
Let's see.
1092, your turn.
Well, since this guy tried running up and hitting me, I'm gonna turn around and he's gonna get 2 weapons in the face.
Oh, sure.
I don't get advantage.
No.
Is 12 a hit or no?
No. Which guy were you talking about?
The one behind him.
Yeah. No, that's not a hit.
No. War pick, Warhammer.
A 19, on the other hand, does hit. For 7. All right.
2 alive right here.
And I can tell you, neither of them are looking good.
You gotta keep one of them alive.
Yep.
The knoll that's underneath you is going to attack you. 1092 for an 8.
Wait, did they hit any of us?
Yeah, they hit
Dane.
Dane so far.
So
These guys not.
Technically, they hit Ricalo for 6.
Yeah, they also hit me for 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot to change my icon, but yeah, he hit me for 6.
The spot I'm clicking on, if I move there, I would have advantage on either knoll, correct?
Yes.
92's
Yep. Now I'll be honest with you. 6 damage to Ricalo, and I thought that's what you were doing. Why I laughed. I'm like,
No.
Okay, I mean,
Oh, something. What? I have to make this fight somewhat interesting.
No.
I turn around to throw a hand axe. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to attack.
Throw a hand axe. 1092 takes a hand axe off Dane and throws it at Ricalo.
I'm going to attack the one to my left below 1092.
Gotcha.
We have to keep this little guy alive.
That's a 23 to hit.
Hey,
No, that
Delilah.
definitely hits.
16 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, they did. And there's only one left.
At this point, I would yell to Zyra, put him
Yeah,
to sleep.
yeah. I was just about to do that. If you give me 2 freaking seconds, sheesh. Chill. Got it covered, man.
Do you want me to push him off the dock?
Why is my macro not working? My macro isn't working. Oh, okay, there it goes. Let's see. We'll do a level 2 slot. 11. No. I cast a 12.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's asleep.
Why are there 2 things here?
Because it cast a level
Higher
1
level
and
cast.
a level 2, but I'm casting it as a level 2 instead of a level 1.
You're casting it as a what?
Level 2
Level
slot.
1?
No, I'm casting it as
problem
level
is
2.
It didn't calculate. I don't think it calculated it right.
It didn't?
No, because it only rolled 2d8.
Yeah, it cast.
Oh.
It rolled 2d8
The-
for the
the-
first one.
second
for the
one
second
did.
one, it rolled 5d8.
Just rolled really badly.
Yeah,
Alright.
but do you? How many d8s do
3,
you get at
2,
level
3,
2?
2,
Hold
1.
on. Let me look at it.
All right, you're gonna go back to your bed.
Either way, I think this guy's asleep.
Yeah, but we might need to fix.
Because
Zyra's
it might
macro
be
as well.
actually 23.
Let's see. Where is it?
Yeah, we might add it together. Because it'd be an 11, but if it's a higher level spell cast, then
At
we
higher
add the
levels,
12.
when you cast this using spell using a second level or higher spell slot. Roll 2d8 for each slot level above the first.
Okay, so yeah, so,
So
it'd
it's
be an
already
additional
two.
2d8. So it'd be a total
No.
of 23.
No, it says 5. It says 5d8 plus 2 more, so it should be
Right.
7d8.
Right, which is what it
Right.
calculated. So the higher level casting, you
Okay.
do 2d8, and then the second one is the 5. So
Okay.
it's actually 20.
Right.
So it did calculate it. It's 23 then.
So it's added
Exactly.
together. Okay. I
Right.
see.
So 23.
Why
for
would
the
it? Well, no, because it rolled 5 times. It rolled a 3, a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 1.
And then the top
Right.
one rolled 2, but it's supposed to roll
All
7
seven at
all
once.
together, and it rolled them separately for some reason.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
It's
So we're
23.
adding them, so it's 23.
totals. You have to add them together.
Seems a little weird why it did it that way, but
Yeah, I was
Right.
thinking that too, but
yeah, he did it.
Roll an additional 2d8 for each level above first.
and it's 5d8 to start, so it should be 78.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that she's dropping this right so that it doesn't put
Yeah.
anybody of us to sleep because she'd
Well,
drop it.
unfortunately,
it
Dane's
hits
right in the middle
1092.
of it, so
Well, I assume that you drop it so that it hit 1092 and the null.
it
and
has
not
to hit.
Dane.
It has to hit Dane, because if it doesn't hit Dane, it's gonna hit me if I put it too far back. We can just wake
And-
Dane back up.
And you're
But-
an elf that's immune to sleep.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
I need my measuring tool. Hold on. Okay. So if I do it,
So long as you do it like this, you're good.
no, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit Grandius if I put it here.
Jazz,
What?
drop it there. Literally.
Hold on.
You're fine.
My screen's too far over. Where? Here?
I just drew the shape. So long as
Okay.
it's
But
literally using the null as a corner.
You would be
and
attempting to drop it.
Like right here?
I drew the shape. Yeah, literally using the null as the corner and using 1092 as the next spot over. You're fine.
So right here.
Yeah. Yeah, so long as it hits the null and 1092,
And
we're
if
fine.
anybody's in the
also
where,
unlikely to
If
knock
anybody-
anybody out. other than-
Exactly.
if anybody's in the
we're fine.
warehouse, then they fall asleep too.
I think you have to have line of sight.
Okay. So can I drop it there then? There's a building there?
I'm debating that one.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, we can just walk over and slap Dane to
Well, that's
wake
what I
him
was
up.
saying in the first place.
I have more hit points than you cast a spell at, so it's going to knock the null out first because it goes lowest to high.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm
it
not
wouldn't
too
put
worried
you
about
to
it.
sleep anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We're
The
fine.
null's going to go down. It's got 11 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
So
leaves 13 or 12 rather. So, and that's not enough to put me to sleep. So it doesn't matter if you got
Okay.
me in.
So we're safe
Right.
then.
So then I would ask Dane or 1092, since they're the closest, if they'd want to tie up the knoll so that when he wakes up, he doesn't run off or try to bite us or something.
Bite us.
I don't know. Whatever a knoll would do.
I'll tie up the null.
Well, he hasn't attempted to bite us yet, so.
I'll tie up the null and I'll slap Dane awake.
Dane doesn't go down.
Oh
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna
Dane-
pretend I
Dane's
well,
still awake.
1092 is gonna do it anyway.
God.
Right.
Wake up.
So Dane's standing up, wide awake, staring at you. You're slapping him in the face.
You better roll to see if you actually hit me.
Oh god.
Damn it.
Nope.
No.
He just kind of waves it in his face. All right. So
I'm
so
awake.
The knoll,
I'm awake.
So the knoll is tied up, and we'll drag him inside of this warehouse. Or would you want to lean him up against something over here?
Let's take him on the boat with us, and then he can help us find the staff. If it's
Well,
for his master, we
well,
can drag him
I-
behind the boat with a rope, and if he survives it, then he gets the staff.
we've got a little bit of time before we have to be on the boat. I want to ask him a couple of questions to make sure of what it was that he was referring to. Figure out if
Bathe him
that
and keel haul him.
figure out if that is what he was referring to, or if that was something else. Like if we just happen to be in the area of this Knoll boss, and they thought that that's what we were there for.
If we bring him
And-
on the boat, they might charge us to bring him on, though.
I would take care of the dead gnolls by dropping them over here.
After I loot,
Over where?
I definitely loot.
Off the edge of the dock down at the southern border of the map
I think that's looting.
as we're facing it.
I think. Well, apparently, the Ricala wants to loot them first. So.
Oh yes, I would definitely be looting them before we drop
I want to
them
loot.
over,
I want to loot the 2 that I knocked.
Okay.
I'd like to loot the one
Roll.
that I knocked down.
The wolf growls slightly at Ricalo as he loots.
1092. Roll 2
1092
d10,
attempts to
please.
growl back.
I pet the wolf.
What was that? Roll what?
The wolf snaps
2d10.
gently, but
You're like, I don't like being pet.
You find 11 silver.
Yay!
Yeah, you're rich.
All right, and
It's the first silver I've really been holding.
what am I rolling, Tony?
2d10.
2d10. I got a 12.
12 silver.
Yay!
Gnolls
Oh,
don't
crap.
have a lot of money.
Is there any notes or anything on them? Like any
Nope.
identifying marks or anything?
No, they're gnolls.
Okay. Well, I was trying to learn anything about them before I wake up the one that's still alive.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I don't know what I
They're
got. I got an 8. Okay.
What do I have to roll to throw Ricalo off the docks?
Hey.
Well, technically, your character doesn't know that he rolled an 8. All
No.
your character knows is that he didn't find anything.
No, I'm just asking what does it take to have me throw Ricalo off the docks?
A
No.
strength check.
No. No. No.
Hey, Austin,
Yes.
your character is a mature adventurer.
Is
You should be more like your character.
I would definitely
he's getting along with these people. He doesn't do that very often.
I would definitely be pointing at 1092 and saying no. No.
He doesn't get along with very people very often. So.
At any rate,
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you make friends? Throw them off a dock?
how or what are we doing, guys? We're delay of game, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So after we've searched all of the gnolls, we would have the tied up gnoll off in the corner somewhere, yeah? Or would we drag him inside of the warehouse?
Yeah,
Warehouse is locked.
put him up against
Warehouse is
the corner. And
locked.
put him against the corner and
Slap him awake.
yeah, pretty much.
would the wolf be useful for the interrogation, or should I just go back to being a dwarf?
Wolf would be very intimidating. I can assume. As big wolf in face.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know. Being tied up with a giant metal thing, a angry dwarf, and a giant wolf standing next to me, I would probably be shitting my pants.
If you had
I'll
pants.
move the floating sword over to him for a minute.
And the sword pointed straight at him.
Okay, so you're doing everything you can to make him scared, but
And
what has that got to do with the price of China and tea?
I guess people wanted to interrogate him.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
going to be waking him up and ask him a couple of questions,
Put him in this corner, and then everyone circle him when threatening him.
and then slap him awake.
Dane, get over here. Giant bear wolf thing, get over here.
I'm not very intimidating. I'm just gonna stay in the back.
I'm gonna stand in the background.
I'm going to assume this wet spot over here is not a spot of piss, dog.
I don't know.
As you run away from me
That's
and
my
go
bad.
onto your bed and look at me guiltily.
I would light up a couple of fairy fires and make them float above my hands.
I'm gonna just
Who's
be-
gonna interrogate the?
Yeah, who's talking?
maybe I should not be standing up here. Who's interrogating him? Someone whoever's interrogating him, take my spot.
Devin, you wanted to interrogate him? Go.
Oh, no, well, there's Dane.
I'm standing there, and I've got Delilah's handle in my left hand, and I'm thumbing across the sharp edge with my right thumb.
All right, someone poke him awake.
I'm gonna rip one of his hairs out, drop it on the blade, and let him see it split.
He looks at all of you and he says, "Wolf, floating sword, angry dwarf. Yeah. What do you want?"
Aye, we're wondering what you want. What's this wet stuff you're talking about?
The boss knows what you're doing. The boss told us to kill you. The boss told us to tell you why.
The boss told you to send the boss sentenced you to your death.
Boss didn't know we were going to fail.
Your
Your
boss
boss
is
is an
stupid.
idiot.
Your
Not
boss.
my problem.
Who's your boss, and why are you willing to die for him?
Not willing.
Well, you don't want to die.
Eh.
You came after a group of adventurers. You threatened our lives. You tried to kill us. You failed. Your boss sent you to die.
Eh.
You came willingly.
Noel's life.
You said that the staff belongs to your boss.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have it?
No.
Then how do you figure that it
If we
belongs
had
to
it,
him?
we wouldn't be trying to stop you.
Then how does it belong to him?
Don't know. Just messenger. An assassin.
A shit assassin.
I think
Didn't say it was any good.
Got a
I'm just
terrible
gonna say I
messenger.
don't feel like
Terrible
this guy deserves any real punishment. You just kind of get a living. Feel kind of bad.
I'd
As I like,
Okay.
I'll say something to somebody like that.
who do you work for?
The boss.
Yes, and who is your boss?
The person I work for.
Oh God. Have you ever met your boss?
Yes.
What is their name?
Not there. One person.
What
Where
is
do
the
you meet your boss?
Hmm?
Where do you meet up with your boss to get your orders?
He appears.
Where is he supposed to appear next for your next order?
Don't know. He knows where we are at all
How-
times.
How does he know where you are at all times?
Don't know.
Did he give you anything to help him keep track of you, or a gift of some sort?
No. Just says he knows. For Kahlo. This sounds an awful lot like scrying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Grondius, you also know of the spell scrying.
Alright.
If you are familiar with a person or a thing, you can use arcane or divine magic to check in on said thing.
Yeah. Which I was considering the scrying possibility. And I would whisper to Dane, I have a hunch that this might be Balthazar, the crazy wizard.
Possibly. Can you describe what he looks like when he comes to you?
Black cloak, no hood, bald head, red eyes. Human.
That doesn't sound like Balthazar.
No, that sounds like that might be a necromancer. If it's black robes, red eyes, that might be necromancer. Have to double check on Balthazar.
Crazy markings all over head and face.
Markings on head and face.
Tattoos of some sort.
Not natural. Put there on purpose. Like war paint. I have idea. I give you the information you need. Now you throw me in the water and I pretend I died.
Sounds good.
I have a different idea.
I throw him in the water for real and let him actually die.
No.
He works for a necromancer.
Have you given us all of the information that you have?
Don't know.
Tell us what you do know about your boss.
That already told you.
Shall I throw him in the water?
I
Also
would-
know human biscuit recipe. That have not told you.
Wait, what?
Listening. I'm listening.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Excuse me.
He goes over it.
Oh my.
Simple biscuit recipe.
1092 starts writing it down.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Grandy is like, just like crosses his heart and just like, dear Lord.
Yep.
Dear Lord, why do I?
Grandius, not Grandius. Hey Lord, give me strength, sort of concept.
Yep, Dane doesn't want to kill him anymore.
Because he gave you a biscuit recipe?
No, because he's telling us everything he knows.
Yep.
Bring him the water.
I would suggest to the rest of the party that at this point, I don't think that we'll get any more information out of him. Let's
He
turn
says
him
he
into
knows how to swim. That's why he said throw him in the ocean and he'll pretend he died.
right. So
Except for
think
the
that
fact that
works.
scrying doesn't work that way.
so I
He
suggest to
doesn't know
the
that.
He doesn't know. Good.
so I would suggest to the rest of the party that we turn him over to the port authorities. Being that the dock master guy is in this office right here, we turn him into him and then load up on the boat.
And I've always wanted to know how far I could throw a knoll.
Throw her at the door for the dock master. That's fine.
Sorry, we'll turn him in.
This
the dock
way we
master opens the door Really slowly.
I think
Whispers, are they gone?
mostly.
Noticing the tied up one, he all of a sudden chests up and goes, "Oh, come here, you!" Brings him in and slams him down on a bench, pretending now to be brave.
I think the musket may have startled him.
Give me half a second, folks.
Yep.
Puppy needs to go out. Don't forget to let our puppy in.
I was about to say that actually reminds me. I'm still outside.
Go get puppy.
Tyra, go to his computer and put him in the water.
Too far away.
But I'll make biscuits.
You mean Ricalo?
Yes, go into his computer.
I can move Ricalo.
Okay, well then I just pretend to throw him in the water.
I have control of his token because I control him when he's not here.
Okay, well if he asks, I threw him in the water.
Got it.
Well, he hasn't been out in the last couple hours. All right. What's going on?
Devin went to let the puppy in.
Right.
Okay, he's back.
And this one's whining like he needs to go out, but I asked Chris if she'd do it for me. Anyway, so
I would say to the Dockmaster, we'll leave this one in your. We'll leave
dog.
this one in your capable
Why did you roll out
hands.
of my arms?
We'll leave this one in your capable hands. Just we'd appreciate if you find any more information from him, relay it on to us, and we'd greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, honey. I'm sorry for waking you. You can hit me later.
Hit him now. I won't do it. It's gonna stay funny.
It should be right there. Oh, no. Ottoman part of couch.
Slap.
If it's not there, it's near your mom's chair where his bed was. He was dragging it around earlier, and it was too cute for me to punish him for. We bought him a little sweater thingy. Anyway. Why is Ricalo in the water?
I threw him.
How did you move me?
He threw you.
Magic. That's how.
No, Jasmine, did you run upstairs and move my character while I was outside with the dog?
She never went downstairs.
I don't have.
No, Jasmine
Control
still
by
has
determine my
control of my
character
character from when she. Okay, I get it. You're a brat.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now we have a wet Ricalo.
so the ship is
Giggity.
just about to leave as you guys finish up.
I dismiss Wild Shape.
Aw. Puppy went bye-bye.
There.
I wanted to pet the puppy.
Your horses are down below. Your cart is down below. Everything's tied up. And you begin
Well,
your.
if we still have like an hour before the boat leaves,
I think we're just skipping
like,
ahead in time, honey.
Well, I was gonna suggest to the rest of the party that we go check out that boat wreck for in that hour's time.
He said
that
the
we'd
boat
be
wreck's not
waiting.
really there.
No, he said that it
We
is.
don't know it's there.
Oh,
we
gotcha.
would have to like search to find.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you would
it's
have to
like-
go buy it in this boat or have walked over to this area here in order to have seen it.
oh, okay.
It's not bigger than the dock.
Okay, I figured it was something we could see from the dock. Okay.
Not to mention, there's apparently a secret passage from room number 5 that we would apparently have a really difficult time getting into.
Yeah, no, I assumed that was something that we wouldn't be able to see. Like, we wouldn't be able to see inside of this warehouse at all right now. But,
No.
but
Look at all the
I assumed,
crates
I
and
assumed
chests down in Area 8.
I assumed that shipwreck was something that we could see from the dock.
No, the shipwreck is lower than the dock. However, you see it as this ship that you're on leaves the area.
You're like, oh, I want to go check that out.
Off you go out into the almost open ocean. Even when you get out as far as you're going to go, you can still see the coastline. You never kind of get out of eye line of the coastline. As passengers, you are kind of confined to the deck and the one deck below it. You see in the front of the ship where it says lower deck, you see those like 2 beds.
Yep.
You're sharing that front area.
So only 2 people get to sleep.
No.
How many people do we have that need to sleep?
Well, before we get on the boat, I'm gonna bonus action use my second wind.
Right.
7:30. Spell sleep. So. Yeah.
Your journey is interesting. For those of you who have not been on a boat before, you want to make a...
That would probably just be the druid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Because
Are you gonna
all
get
of the rest of
seasick?
us have been on the.
Oh no!
Oh no! We're gonna
Oh,
say
I'm so
druid.
sorry.
Victor,
He
you are not
spends
an
the
ocean
trip
going
at the
person.
rail.
You are not an ocean going person. This is not a pleasant ride for you for the first couple of days. Eventually it clears up and you're able to like get your sea legs.
Somewhat.
But the first couple of days, maybe the first 3 or 4 days are hell on toast for you.
1092 slaps him in the back. Yo, get him.
And it's interesting. I mean, you guys have not been on a sailing ship like this before. You were on a barge on the river.
Oh, should we all roll Constitution then, as it's the ocean?
No, nope. There are days when the weather is somewhat bad, but most of the time the trip is actually quite pleasant as you head north. It does get a little chillier as you head north. But eventually, after your couple of weeks, his treats should be... Oh, I may have left them on the...
Here.
Table?
You're sitting so pretty.
One of the tables in the living room?
You're sitting so pretty.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you have arrived to the docks that are a day's ride away from Rule.
Have the horses suffered any in our journey?
The horses have not had a good time. Horses don't generally like to be out on the water.
Over the couple of weeks that we'd be riding, I'd be trying to solve the riddle. Just a riddle, and ask like playing dragon chess or something.
Okay.
Yeah, just to pass the time over the weeks.
Okay. So Ricardo was
I can be
attempting to keep his
playing.
mind sharp.
Every night I pray.
I pray.
Every night I lay my head down to sleep.
Wow.
I get that very nice, nice points in heaven, I guess.
As I lay me down to sleep. I hope you all will. Anyway.
And I assume we all heal up back to
Yeah,
full
because
health.
you guys have been on the ocean for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot that goes on. There's a few other ships that you pass by. there's rumors of a dog barking in the distance.
Ron,
there's rumors
looking for the dog.
There is rumors of pirate activity to the south.
How far to the south?
Between Crestmore and Them, although again, Them is not a port city.
Right.
The rumor is that between Them and Fender somewhere is a sort of a pirate haven.
Gotcha.
Like a town that ain't a town.
Yep. I remember hearing that Them was having some issues. So that might be something to check into.
And while you're on there, you also hear a rumor from one ship captain to another.
Yep.
That Poison, the village Poison,
yep,
was last seen ablaze.
Oh.
And as you pass by it, most of the way through your journey, still with a few days left, as you pass by it, you find that the rumors are confirmed. The captain actually kind of wheels in closer, but not too close. And what you see is the remains of the village of Poison. And it looks like most of the town has burnt to the ground. The warehouses at the docks and the lighthouse out on the rock remain, and then it kind of tears up to the road. It looks like most of the rest of the city has been gutted, or most of the rest of the village. Sorry, it's a village, and it's been razed to the ground by fire.
All done. All done.
Okay.
A couple of days later, you get to the port, a day's ride outside of Rule.
Yep.
Your horses and cart are brought off the boat.
Yep.
And you guys debark. The captain bids you a farewell. And off you go.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
How far south is the town of Poison from where we are disembarking?
It's pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't have the hard copy of the map on me or my measuring tool.
That's
so
fine.
I couldn't tell you exactly how long.
I was just looking for a rough estimate, like if it'd be about the same distance from where we are to Rule as it were be from.
Oh, no. Where you are to Rule is a day's ride.
Right.
Poison from Rule is like a couple of weeks ride away.
Gotcha. Okay. Then never mind. I was going to suggest checking Poison for survivors and see if there was anything we could do to help. But if it's going to be that long, so I would suggest to the party, let's start on our way. Headed up to Rule then.
Will the horses be able to perform as well, given that they've suffered from?
Not as well as they would normally. They did get rest, but not great rest.
Should we rest before we go so the horses can rest then?
How much rest can they get while moving? Like if they aren't pulling the cart?
If they ain't pulling the cart, we ain't moving.
Well, I mean, I could wild shape into a horse and give them a little bit of.
Only one of them pulls the cart.
You're going to pull the cart and they're just going to walk?
I'm considering
essentially.
The idea is that in D&D, to rest is to sleep or to cease doing. Like a short rest is to not do anything for an hour. And moving around, walking, exploring, that constitutes as doing something. So they wouldn't get much rest on the road. However, it is only 1 day's ride.
We can take
With
the
these
time
guys,
to
it
rest.
might end up being a day plus an hour or a day plus, 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
So then I'd say let's get on the road.
No.
I mean, an hour's difference isn't going to make that much difference one way or the other if we let
Right.
them rest, or versus if we start now, we're still going to lose an hour either way. So if we head out on the road now, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Come on, Bubby.
Go to daddy. Go to daddy.
Charlie.
Go to daddy.
Yes. You sound like a tiny little horse. Come here. All right. Yes, I know. You love your dad. Yes, I know. Look. Kisses. Yes, good boy. Good boy.
Zyra, how are your pets doing?
Did he peedle and poodle?
Yes.
Oh, good. He wouldn't poodle for me earlier. He just refused to do it.
I don't know. That's a good question. Tony, how did my pets fare on the ship?
Well, not very well.
Uh-oh.
But they live.
Well, that's good.
You have a lot of mess to clean up, and the captain is not very happy with you. No, he isn't. No, Captain Puppy Charlie is not very happy with you.
Puppy Charlie.
Yes, a good boy, Puppy Charlie. Oh, it's a good boy. Yes, a good boy. Anyway.
Wow.
That's how the captain talks to himself at night.
Wow. Okay. I would tip the captain 5 extra gold then and apologize for the mess.
Okay. I'm fishing for puppies.
But other than that, they're okay then.
Yeah, they live. They
So
just
would
don't keep down lunch. I mean, like I say, the same thing for the animals as with Victor. It's not a pleasant journey, but the first 3 days are worse. It kind of subsides after time. What are you barking for? What is it that you are barking? Is it because Daddy won't let you bite his hand? Is that why? Is that why? Is that why? Anyway. Yeah. You find out though that between it's a good boy. Captain's still talking to himself. Between the docks, again, there's no town there. There's basically a barracks where dock workers sleep, and then every couple of days or a couple of weeks, they're rotated out for fresh workers.
So it's a dock out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a dock out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
You find out, however, that there's a lot of King's army traveling the road between the dock and Rule. Ow! He speaks German. He just said, quick. House. I know. What are you? You cannot burrow. You're a dog. You're a dog.
He's like, watch me.
Bite my nose. I'll bite your nose. Yeah. I'll rip your ears off and feed them to you. Yeah. I beat my dog. Anyway. Jesus, dog. Did Mom give you speed? We're supposed to take you out to the bathroom, not drug you. Sorry. I'm very tired. Sorry. She's not feeling well. She had to call out from work and every stuff. At any rate, there's a lot of King's Guard between the docks and the castle Rule. And when you get to the castle, or when you get to the wall that surrounds the city, that surrounds the castle, there is super extra security.
Ew.
I mean, yeah, it looks like It looks like the capital is prepping for war.
Oh boy, something's happened.
Wow. Wow.
Well, a town was just burnt not far from here.
It's
Did you
true.
stop trying to bite my
Few
nose
weeks-
off? That's my job. I
Did
bite
they?
your nose.
Did the guard let us right in? Did they recognize us?
They let you right in when they recognize you. At first, they halt you, and it takes about a half hour for them to find somebody who will
Recognizes.
verify your creds.
Gotcha.
Ow. Easy. That's Daddy's skin you're piercing. What? You're not going to Mommy. She's sleeping. Well, I mean, she's not sleeping because Daddy's kind of yelling right now, but she's resting. If I put you down and you go over to Mommy, so help me, I'm going to bite your nose off. Yeah, I'm going to bite it off. I'm going to bite it off. I'm going to bite that cute little nose off. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Anyway. Dog. Don't make me put you in your cage. It ain't time yet.
I don't. Does
Yeah,
the
you
rest of the
can't
party
have the
just
last
vouch
word.
for me, or
What's that?
Yeah, we would vouch for you.
Yeah. They once somebody verifies your creds, you're all let in. But you're led under guard straight to the castle.
Okay.
At which point, the captain of the King's Guard, shit, I forgot her name. Hang on, let me refer to my notes.
There's a
don't
woman.
remember.
Yes. I don't know if you guys have met her yet.
I was gonna
No,
say
I
I don't
don't-
remember
I
there
don't
being a woman soldier.
think we have.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Yep.
hate to do this, but I am falling asleep in front of my computer, so I'm gonna call it here for me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, dude.
We'll let you know if anything happens exciting.
I'll catch you guys next week.
Okay. Bye, John.
Bye.
Okay, Valeris. She's a dark-haired human. She has dark eyes, dark brown eyes. She's well-built. Not overly muscular. I mean, not like female bodybuilder that scares the pants off of people. But she's well-built. She is well-armored. Wears a helmet, but her face is uncovered. And on her side is a good-sized sword and then a shield with the crest of the King's Guard on it, which looks like a symbol of Palor. Inside a kite shield symbol. So refer to your maps for a second, if you will. So here's a kite shield. No, that's not drawing, that's shapes. I want freehand. So here's a kite shield. As best as I can. And then in the middle is the symbol of Palor. Come on, get up there. Like that. So, that's what you see. She comes to you, and she said, "You're the King's adventurers?"
Yes, indeed.
You've been at sea for 2 weeks?
For the past 2 weeks, yes, we were traveling up from Crestholm.
She says, well, Crestmore, but a lot has happened. Follow me. And she brings you straight into the throne room, bypassing everything. You get to the throne room, and the king is standing there. He's not even on his throne. Like, the throne room has been turned into an open war room. Big table with a map on it. The king is in armor. And he looks at you and he says, good. Wait. And then he starts pointing to the map and saying stuff about moving troops here and over doing this and that. And seeing if the Islanders will help him with their navy, sending out feelers to see if the Islanders' navy will, or the island itself, will actually partake. They talk about how there's not a whole lot of room for negotiation on that because there isn't any royals on the island or on the mainland right now. The heir to the throne is not old enough to go on their dragon quest yet. And that's usually the bargaining chip is, hey, look, your kid's kind of on our mainland. If you help protect the mainland, we can, try and help protect your kid. He doesn't have that bargaining chip, so they're trying to find other ones. And you see Baltus is there.
Baltus is
the king is there,
one, right?
Baltus is not the crazy one. Baltus is the good one. Balthazar is the crazy one.
Right.
And you see several, it looks like high-ranking soldier people. And a few other mages of elderly look and high rank, but not as high-ranking as, say, Baltus. There gets to a point where everybody's talking at once. The king is just standing there with his pinching the bridge of his nose, with his eyes closed, shaking his head. And Baltus steps forward, and he slams his staff down, and it creates a boom sound that rings your ears, and you're standing pretty far away, almost enough to make you, clasp your ears, and it does definitely ring. And he says, enough of this! We cannot win a war against an enemy if we're constantly fighting ourselves. The king's plan is a sound one. And the people all shut up. One of the generals says, I'm sorry, but I just can't see the king's plan working. It looks good on paper, but paper means nothing when it comes to practical application. Your Majesty, no offense, but you have never fought a campaign. Not like this. The king says, normally I defer to your expertise in these matters, but without the island, without a navy, we don't know who else might come. The Dragonborn are not from our lands. They're not from this continent. If the Dragonborn are working with the enemy, they will come by boat or by air. Their Wyvern Riders are... Well, let's just say if we had them as allies, we wouldn't have much trouble. And I would like to send some people out to the Dragonborn lands to try and muster support from them. And then we have the Tieflings. The Tieflings are also not from our lands. Yes, there is a large group of them in the desert, but once again, the desert is not my territory. They are from another continent. I need a navy. I don't have one. The island does. And all the generals just kind of silence. And the general that spoke out before said, I do not dispute that part of your plan, sire. What I dispute is sending extra troops to the moors. They're not as important as people think they are. Yes, they're trade routes, and they are right there. But are the moors more important than Gedornum, and Canachum, and Noctar? The Castle Noctar is old if the orcs want to knock it over, they may well do so. We have fewer patrols than we used to in Orc Country's walls. There are large holes in the patrols. We need to send troops to Orc Country. I believe they are the ones who are going to make a move. The wall is already falling apart in several places. And the king says, I can't do both. And the Moors are more important than you realize. We need the Moors for trade. We need the Moors because they are the center, practically the center of the kingdom on this side of the Holderheck Mountains.
Has the king indicated in any way to us or indicated that we should join in any way?
No, as a matter of fact, he held his hand out to hold you back enough to where you can hear but not intervene. Eventually, the king just says, thank you for your counsel. I will think on this and give my final orders in the morning. We can't wait any longer than that. And then one other guy speaks up and he says, Your Majesty. And you notice that the person that spoke is wearing elven leaf armor, and it is a very tall, lean, elven female, a warrior. And she's carrying on her back that typical slightly curved elven two-handed sword that, you know, can be used with very fluid circular motions that you've heard about and that you elves know about because you've seen it.
She's a legless.
She also carries on her a bow, obviously, and a quiver of arrows. This is an elite elven warrior. And she says, Good king, do not worry about Orc Country. It is the elves that forced you into babysitting the creatures. And I have promised from our queen that myself and several hundred of my elf warriors will travel to Noctar. We will keep an eye on the orcs. You concentrate on this side of the Noctar Mountains. No, not Noctar, the Holderheck Mountains. We will take care of the rest. And you get the idea that, you know, little villages like Venue and Hoggle and Handshook. Handshook is a gnomish village. Though they are in the king's lands, they're between the Holderheck Mountains and Orc Country. They're kind of on their own out there. Kind of like Wild West type of deal. What the king really deals with is this side of the Holderheck Mountains, pretty much from Wallermore down to Stonewalt and Kai and Fondle and Fullbill.
You say Fondle?
I did say Fondle. It's not Fondle. It's Fonwall.
Just checking.
The bard's getting to the DM a little too much.
Yeah. But I think this one is called Wilsaken. I'm not sure. But it's just north of Oscar. And like I said, Venue, and I think that one was called Vernet. Handshook, Hoggle, Berlin. Those are pretty much on their own. As far as they are human cities and they are under the king's rule, but he basically takes care of the east as far as any of that is concerned. He mostly takes care of the east. Which is not to say that if, Hoggle was in trouble, he wouldn't send troops from Noctar down to help it out. But he certainly wouldn't send troops from Rule. It's too far away. Just to give you a little bit of history. So, but what the king is talking about is how a direct threat to his sort of lands is to take out the Moors. That's what he believes. Whereas his general is arguing that Orc country is the place to watch. The elves have simply given him a solution to that. At which point he says, I thank you. I thank you greatly. Then I need no time knowing that to give my orders. General, send troops to the Moors. Build a fort between them. And he points at the map. And without even looking, you guys know that he's pointing to that spot in the middle between Wallermore, Crestmore, and Shaymore, that triangle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's pointing to the spot right smack dab in the middle of the triangle where that shanty town was built.
Mm.
He wants a fort built right there to house the soldiers. And he's telling him to have the soldiers fan out from there and be a constant presence. And he says, now I have to get onto the business of figuring out which one of those cities deserves lordship. One of the generals says, I know it's a tradition, Your Majesty, but now, I mean, we're at war. Shouldn't we be using our funds to fight the war and not this? And the king says, we have to live our lives as well. Not everybody knows that there's a war going on. If I all of a sudden am moving troops about in vast numbers and not living out our daily lives, it's going to frighten more people. Gods know the people are going to be frightened once a fort pops up between the Moors and 10,000 troops end up patrolling. That reminds me. We'll need a road. We'll need a road connecting Shaymore to Crestmore and Crestmore to Wallermore. That is priority 1 of your builders. That is all. At which point they kind of disperse, with the exception of, Baltus. Baltus and the king just kind of look at each other. And you remember the king from your first meeting. His usual personality is kind of, whatever. He's kind of a loosey-goosey kind of guy. You saw him today being a king. And a general at that. But when he looks at Baltus, he just kind of does this eye roll thing that it's almost comical. And then he waves you guys forward. He says, I sent you guys on several quests.
Yes, you did.
There is only one that I have heard has not yet been finished.
To which end we have returned to.
Yes, I want your opinions, but I would like them individually. I know this sounds absurd, but if you all tell me at once what your decision is and why, somebody's not going to speak up. There's always a person at the back of the classroom, you understand?
Absolutely.
And I want to know all of your opinions. One by one, please.
To that end, personally, I believe that it would be...
Wait. In private.
Okay.
So that your answer does not influence the answers of all. or one, or anyone else.
Okay, so jump to DM Whispers.
You don't have to. If you want to, if you feel like your opinion differs from anybody else's, even though you took a vote, if you feel like your opinion has changed in any way or your reasoning has changed and you don't want anyone else to know, then we'll jump into Whispers.
No.
If you don't care, then we just do it here.
Okay.
And that goes for everybody. If you want to go into Whispers, that's perfectly fine. That's why it's there.
Okay.
But he basically goes into a chamber off of the war room. And Baltus casts a spell. And he says anything that is spoken in there will not be heard out here, even though voices carry. He's basically cast a barrier for sound.
Okay. So we'll go one by one.
Does the king know of the shanty town, presumably? Or?
Well, he got a message sent to him.
Yeah,
of the one that went up around Shaymore?
Yeah, we sent messages to him.
Yeah, the messages were sent. Yep.
To that end, I would. I guess I'll go first.
Yep.
So I would tell the king that my personal opinion is that the lordship would go to Crestmore for the reason that. As you were stating to your generals earlier, the Moors do need more defense. So having a keep being built in Crestmore would allow for extra defense, as well as the guards, and a King's Road would allow for better trade, which is something that they have been in desperate need of, is a land route for trade. But I would look at possibly giving an amphitheater or a space for an amphitheater to Chalum, right?
Is that what they're after?
That I believe
it is Chalum. Yes,
it is Chalum. Okay,
out of character, yes.
Yeah.
In character, the king kind of chuckles and said, "Is that what he's after? Is a theater?"
Essentially, he said that was the biggest things that he wanted was a amphitheater to allow for his populace to enjoy and relax. He said that he was going to look at having an amphitheater built inside of a keep if he were to get lordship, and that was the biggest thing that he wanted out of getting the keep. So if we provide him with an amphitheater, it'd be a lot easier for you than building an entire keep and giving him the lordship and everything that goes with it. Also, as a side note, I would mention to you that we have heard about a possible second shanty town nearby Them.
Them.
Or third shanty town now.
Yeah.
It was a rumor that we overheard on the boat ride up here. We cannot confirm it, but I figure it's definitely a good thing to give you the warning about. Also, we have observed along the boat ride north that the town of Poison has been partially razed by fire.
Yes. That I knew about. I knew about Poison. Poison, though it wasn't exactly a jewel,
was still within the domain and
was still within my domain.
Exactly. Do you happen to know who?
The fire had nothing to do with the war.
It did not.
The fire was an unfortunate accident of a drunkard.
Oh no.
Befitting of the populace, but still, nevertheless, a sad occurrence.
Yes. He was on his way to his bedchambers when he tripped over his own 2 feet, carrying an oil lamp, and fell up against a set of curtains. The curtains caught fire immediately. He caught fire, and unfortunately, they have a very small fire brigade, if one at all. And one building after another, and
Half the town was gone.
after a few days, most of the town was gone because of
One
clumsy drunkard.
Okay. Well, at least it's not something to worry about where your war is concerned.
No, but I will send some feelers out to Them. Them threatens Fullbill, and Wasir, and Funwall. Funwall not so much, but through Fullbill, yes.
I believe we were planning a trip to Them in the next few weeks or so.
Is there any word at all about any of the stabs?
We have a couple of ideas as to the locations, but we haven't found any yet.
All right. Don't worry about the shanty towns. The shanty towns I will deal with. Focus on the stabs.
Okay. Just happened to be something that we were becoming aware of as we were traveling.
No, and if you should hear of others, get a hold of me or any of my guardsmen. Here, beside him, he grabs a stone and he says, "Ricalo, you are a magic user. This is a sending stone. If you whisper a message in it, it will be received by my sending stone. Directly to me will come this message.
Okay.
Exploit it only when necessary. Not simply because I'm a very busy man, but because we don't know whose prying ears may be listening."
Absolutely.
And I do not wish to put you in this spot against your friends. But if you have any doubt of their loyalty to me, do not tell them about this stone. If you have any doubt whatsoever. This I am entrusting to you. And he hands you the stone.
Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate your trust. I will keep this to myself. Is there anything that we can do to assist you on our way to them? We were planning on making a trip there and further south.
Keep your eyes out and ears out for rumors. Rumors about the stabs, movement of the enemy, anything that might help. Mostly about the stabs. The war effort, I hear things every day. I have daily reports of casualties and enemies' movements and things like that. I have eyes and ears throughout the kingdom. Another pair of eyes is helpful, but only if you think it is something somebody else may not have seen. Otherwise, I get double and triple reports, and I don't know what to believe. Although double and triple reports do kind of confirm a thing or two.
Extra information is never a bad thing, just so long as it's
Actually, do yourselves a favor. Follow the staff leaves yourself. Don't tell me. And this is not through any distrust of myself. I trust myself perfectly. It's just, again, I don't know who may be listening.
Right, and we don't need to have extra information out where it doesn't need to be.
Yes, follow the leads and contact Baltus when you found any of them.
Absolutely.
And remember, they are as cursed as they are useful, so if you find yourself in need of using one of them, do so sparingly.
Okay. In which case, I would thank the king and head out of the room, sending in. I assume Grandius would be next, or Zyra, or would it be 1092? I assume the victor would be last.
Who wants to go next?
He would be the
I'll
newest
go.
party member who hasn't met the king.
Okay. And do you want to go publicly or do you want to go in whisper?
I don't care. Publicly's fine.
Okay. The king is sitting down at a chair, a comfortable chair, and there's a comfortable chair across from him. It looks like a magically conjured sitting room with a fireplace and a couple of chairs and a throw rug. But it's not really here. You are literally in an illusion area inside the main hall.
Oh, that's weird.
Nobody can see you when you come in because lip reading, but
Okay.
he bids you to sit down. And
Okay.
what is your opinion of the
So
lordship problem?
I honestly don't think either way will really make a huge difference in either of their eyes. Like they both have pretty much said that they both would like it, but neither of them will be upset if they don't get it. So I don't think either of them will have feelings hurt either way. But I think that Crestmore should definitely get it because they're a huge trading hub, and I think that's more beneficial to the kingdom than anything else, especially
Being that they are a coastal town, yes.
Yes, and especially being that you need the funds for the oncoming war, the introduction of more trade might help with the financials as well. So that might help. That's my opinion.
What do you're a magic user as well, yes?
Yes, I am.
What do you need?
I don't really need for much. I get by.
Baltus said that on occasion you seem a bit lost out in the world.
I am not a people person. I have come from a different land, and I normally live alone out in the woods, and I don't tend to socialize much, so I tend to be the follower and not a leader.
He reaches into his pouch or his bag. He's got a bigger bag pouch thing, and he pulls out a small pouch. And he looks at it, and he chuckles, and he kind of hefts it in his hand a little bit, and he hands it to you. He says it's a bag of acorns. But should you feel crowded, should you feel too anxious around too many people, take one of them out and simply pull the top off. And you will find yourself in a safe, temporary, ethereal wood. Not very big, but you'll be by yourself. No one else can go in unless they are touching you when you pop the top, as it were.
Okay.
I know I can't hear this, but Ricardo chuckles anyway.
You be quiet. Be quiet out there, you. I greatly appreciate
I can understand how people can be. And you've been a great help to me.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. It's a little piece of home.
And he thanks you and bids you send in the next person.
Okay. I come out and go, all right, who's next?
Grandius, 1092, Victor.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Grandius,
Yep.
you enter. He bids you sit down. What is your opinion on the lordship problem?
I feel that although they both don't care either way. The port town, with all of its trade and its little defense for any and all attacks that could happen upon them, if there were to happen, the port town would be devastated. There isn't much defense there at all. So I would think that definitely adding a keep and a road, at the very least the road, but giving them the lordship would probably be best, for their defenses are lacking and we don't want any unforeseen casualties.
Oh, I'm putting in the roads anyway because my soldiers will need roads to walk on. But your opinion is very, very much appreciated, and it has not fallen on deaf ears. You are a follower of Pelor.
Yes.
As am I, though not as devout as yourself. Do you feel that there is anywhere within my kingdom that could use a temple to Pelor? Be it a spot in the wilderness or a city or town that you feel might need it?
There doesn't seem to be many that need it, but I do also think that there is, I forget which one it is, it's the one with the temple that's a bit lacking, doesn't have a high priest in it.
Was that Rothel?
Yeah, that one.
I was gonna say it had to have been a while ago because I think I remember you going in and you were like the ranking person in there when you walked in.
Yeah. I feel as though they might. If I'm the one to walk in and be the highest ranking, the Lord, I feel as though it's a bit lacking in maybe some extra supplies or people.
He reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a scroll case and he hands it to you. He says, in this scroll case are orders from myself. Go to the Temple of Pelor here in the capital and hand it to the high priest. Rothel will receive a proper temple.
All right.
I will see it done.
Thank you.
And he bids you thank you and send in the next person.
All right. I walk in and I just sort of knock on the middleman and say, "You're."
Well, Ryan 2 kind of walks into the room. Doesn't sit.
Did you say he doesn't sit?
No, he doesn't sit. He's not
Right.
used to sitting.
The king stands to sort of match your standing. Not in a standoffish way, but more in a I understand, so I'm going to do what you're doing kind of way.
Wouldn't have bothered 1092 either way, but all right.
And he looks at 1092 and he says, do you feel?
Feel?
Feel. Do you have emotion?
I guess I have displayed emotions. I don't go by that. I don't come by them very well, nor understand them.
I don't understand them either. I simply have them.
He did try me throwing me in the lake earlier.
How would you advise me with regards to the lordship problem?
In my view, I believe the Moors need help more. Their town has no fort, no walls, no defenses. As all the other towns have such thing, and with such war coming on, whether they know it or not, it would be strategic to have them gain the fort and wall.
He nods and he thanks you for your opinion. And well, I'm not the wizard, so I can't give you a heart. He says,
I've made it by this long without one.
no, he says to you, he says, I'm intrigued. I hear you are seeking your origin.
I don't remember much past 300 so years. I remember waking up the town of no name, and I've been there for ages, working with the mercenary guild.
I've had some folks do some research, and it would seem that your markings and your make are very similar to those who fought in the war on behalf of the city with no name, right at Fort Fender, or Fort Defender, that is. I know of a dig that some people are doing north of what is now Lake Fender Village. Again, Fender is not going to be that far south. I believe I put it between Wallermore and Rothel. I don't remember.
Hold on a second. You said north of.
Do you remember? 'Cause right now it's too far south.
You said Lake what?
Lake Fender Village on the map is just Fender, near the island.
All right.
You'll see Kai, and then Stonewalled, and then Fender. Fender is going to be further north. I don't remember exactly where I wanted to put it, but it's also supposed to be not near the ocean. But its lake is salt water. But anyway, I'll figure out where to put it later. But basically, he tells you that just north of Lake Fender Village, there is a dig going on. And some artifacts have been pulled that may help you in your journey. And he says, if that doesn't help, he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a book. And he hands it to you. And he says, it's written in ancient Dwarvish, which is not like today's Dwarvish. You'll have to travel to Oscar or the City with No Name or some other Dwarvish village to learn how to translate it. I know the title, however. The title simply says Concerning Warforged. I don't know if it'll help you or not. But I came across it some years ago and simply haven't had the time to translate it. I give it to you now as thanks.
I thank you.
Seeing as that Dane is not here yet, he says, you have a new companion with you.
Yes, we do.
That you've picked up partway through your journey.
Yes.
I wonder if this companion has an opinion.
I can
Please
spend
mention
I'll send him in. He leaves the room, flipping through the book, not understanding a damn thing, but flipping through it. Goes over to Victor. He wants to see you.
All right.
Also, how do you read this?
I'm afraid that's not a language I speak.
What language is it in?
Ancient Dwarvish.
Which is not regular Dwarvish.
Maybe Dane might know it, possibly.
Stands to reason.
Well, if he comes out and asks if we know how to how to read it, I'll go sit with him and go over it with him, see if there's anything that I recognize since I read and write Dwarvish.
Wait,
it is. There are similar markings,
yeah,
but they're not the same. So to you, it's frustrating to you because you can read and write Dwarvish. You look at it and go, "I know these fucking symbols. I know."
I have a question.
Yes.
Does the learn language spell, does that work?
Comprehend language will work.
Comprehend.
Oh, I might have that. Hold on.
Comprehend language will work. Anyway, Victor, you go into the chamber?
Yep.
I do.
He waves you in and has you sit down, and he says, I know it is not by my charge that you are with this group, but since you are with them, and from what I can tell have been through at least most of this lordship ordeal, I wondered if you had an opinion.
I do. I think the lordship should go to Crestmore. I'm suspicious of, the mayor of Chalum. We did talk to him, and he seemed above board, but anyone who seeks to mess with the Feywild. Plus, it seems advantageous to give a keep to Crestmore now that you are so dedicated to defending the three sisters.
Thank you for your opinion. I extend my reward of gold to you that I offered them for this quest.
Thank you kindly.
And I must admit, I have given a gift to the others based on what I know of them. I know very little of you. Is there anything that you may ask for? Anything that I may able to provide within reason, of course?
I have a penchant for ancient and rare knowledge, but also I wish to help others. Do you know, is there a library in your castle of rare books, perhaps? That I might
He
peruse?
smiles and he says, my Archmage Baltus has a vast library of ancient tomes. And he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a small rolled up piece of paper in a little tiny scroll case about maybe 3 inches long. And he hands it to you and he says, this is a request to allow you to enter his library. It can only be a request. I do not make demands of him. I could. He follows me like any other of my subjects, but we have a more of a friendship than a lord servant ship. He has been my teacher, my mentor, and my friend since I was a child. But I have no doubt that he will let you peruse at least some of his vast knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then he waves you out and one of you, of course, explains that Dane was exhausted by the boat trip, being a dwarf, and needed some time to rest because boats suck for dwarves. That's going to be my excuse for Dane not being able to be here today, or right now. We all know that he did fine on the boat. He was perfectly fine.
Yep.
But he's not here, so I'm going to say the king just figured dwarf, 2-week ship ride. Probably there was problems.
Yeah, didn't he get sick the last time?
He might have. I don't remember.
I feel like somebody got sick the last time. I just remember.
I know somebody did. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So giving him your information, and I'll be perfectly honest, guys. I hope you took notes because I just looked at the top of my the Forgotten Sister quest. The Crestmore, the Forgotten Sister. And I don't have a monetary reward in here. I don't remember. I don't even remember if I said anything. Because I did not just come up with it now.
I did not mark the monetary amount for that. I didn't start taking notes until we got to Tobias Lither, the boss in charge of the town, robbing the horse thieves guy.
Yep.
That's my first note.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll just make one up now. So everyone, including Victor, will receive 500 gold pieces as reward for the diplomatic mission.
Mm-hmm.
And you are, at this point, on your own to, as far as gathering quests and things to do.
Yep.
The king is out of stuff for you to do directly for him because he has a war to fight and can't keep an eye on bounty boards himself. So it's basically up to you guys to find quests, and also find clues for your stabs. Remembering that you have clues to 3 of them that you were going to follow up. There's the dragon turtle in the staff that might have knowledge of whereabouts, or maybe even the staff of water himself or herself. That's out in the great water, the ocean.
Yep.
You have reason to believe that the colossal skeleton in the burial grounds may still have the staff of necromancy.
Right.
And Baishonatig, his tree tower, may have some clues as to the whereabouts of one or both parts of the broken staff of seeing.
And we also have the information that the great uncle of the great uncle of Mrs. Plenty, Jackson Ford Thorst, was one of the alchemists in the first War of the Wizards, and he left a bunch of his books with Mrs. Plenty. So on our way back through down,
that would be San Juan.
Right. On our way back through, we'd be probably stopping off in San Juan to check with Mrs. Plenty about looking at her books.
Yep. And San Juan is the next town down after Poison.
Right.
So, yep, those are the leads you have for the staves so far. And now that you are level 4. So I believe you're level 3 now, right?
Yes, we were currently level 3, so we
Wait,
leveled.
Now that you are level 4, you've reached the milestone to level up.
Yay!
Yay!
We will, for those of you who may need help on that, we'll do it next week.
I'm working on it right
Or
now.
we can also do it. We can do it at any time during the week also, so that we don't take up game time. I just don't have any more time tonight.
Someone remind me what I have to roll.
Or you guys can work on it tonight too, but I gotta log out.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Night, Tony.
I am super stoked because now we begin the real meat of the
campaign.
Quest for the 10 Stabs.
Also, Tony, how do I read this?
I can help you with it if you want.
Yes.
Oh, the book?
You
speaking
read the
of which-
book by learning ancient Dwarvish.
Speaking of which, as I'm going through it with him, like, being frustrated by it, but is there anything that I recognize in it for regular Dwarvish? Like, is there anything that's close enough that I would be able to understand the meaning behind it to help him with it?
You pick up a few words here and there, but nothing that really is enough for you to be able to understand any of the concepts.
Okay.
So like a word or two gets you closer, and you might pick up another word or two, which gets you a little closer. But so far it's like gibberish, 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 the gibberish, 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 sword, gibberish, 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 the gibberish, 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 sword. And that's kind of how it goes through. Over time, you might be able to do it on your own with your knowledge of the Dwarvish language, but it would take quite a while to be able to match, or not match, but figure out what the ancient symbols mean. It may be a brush stroke of a rune where the pen flicks up in ancient Dwarvish, but for the same word flicks down for new Dwarvish, and that's kind of where you pick it up and you're like, oh, that word is sword.
Okay.
And I know that because of this, and the inflection is different, but it's the same word. I know it is. It would take you months and months, if not years, to do it like that. However, if you get yourself a ancient Dwarvish dictionary or an ancient Dwarvish, basically go to a dwarf town and find a book. Or somebody can cast comprehend languages, and they'll be able to read the whole thing.
Okay, now, since we are reaching level 4, Tony, my question is, are you going to allow the use of feats, or am I doing an ability increase?
That's up to you. You can do either one.
Okay, making sure.
Yep.
Looking through the feats right now.
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to log off so I can grab a little bit more to eat
All right.
and prep myself for sleep.
Bye, Tony.
Have a good night, bud.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, boys. If any of you need help leveling up, tomorrow is a bad day, but Tuesday through Friday I'm available.
Okay.
I was going to say, if you guys want to stay around, I can help you level up.
That works too.
Yes,
That
please.
too. Yep. Just let me know. And do me a favor and just get on the Facebook page, the Sun D&D Facebook page, and just write the word leveled
So Dane knows.
in a post. That way I know who's done it.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. I mean, I'll write leveled in a post with a question mark and just comment on it.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, ready. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Do I gain anything at level 4 for guns?